On a very, very serious subject, though, we want to begin this half hour with a beautiful teenager from Ohio and the spur-of-the-moment decision that haunted her until the end. We're going to talk to her grieving mother in just a couple of minutes. But first, here's NBC's Kevin Tibbles.
She was young, pretty, a perfectly normal student, and seemingly had the world by the tail, until Jessie Logan made one awful mistake. Her mother, Cynthia.
She snapped. It was just too much for an 18-year-old girl to go through.
A year ago, using her cell phone, she took a nude photo of herself and sent it to her boyfriend. And that compromising photo was forwarded to the cell phones of hundreds of other teens. Jessie became the focus of ridicule and abuse.
She was being attacked and tortured, actually, by people.
Jessie started to spiral downward.
When she would come to school, she would always hear like people calling her, "Oh, that's the girl who sent the picture. She's just a whore. She wants attention."
Still, in spite of the ongoing harassment, Jessie graduated and was looking forward to getting on with her life. Then, last July, she attended the funeral of a teen who had committed suicide, which may have put her in the wrong state of mind. Jessie returned home and did the same thing.
And I scanned the room, and her closet doors were open. And I walked over into her room and saw her hanging. Her cell phone was in the middle of the floor.
You just never think that a person like Jessie would even think about doing something like that.
Young girl's mistake, a lifetime of anguish for those she left behind.
As a parent, Cynthia, what gets me here is that prior to this mistake, this sexting episode, this is a normal young girl. This is not a girl with violent mood swings.
She was vivacious, she was fun, she was artistic, she was compassionate, she was a good kid.
And she had no idea that this pushing the send button
to her, the guy she was dating,
could ever spiral into this.
Absolutely not.
Harriet, no laws? Are there
There are laws, Matt, here. And when we talked about her being a good kid, a normal kid, those are the most of the ones that are sending out these images. 44% of the boys said that they've seen sexual images of girls in their school, and about 15% of them are disseminating those pictures when they break up with the girls.
But when they do that, when they disseminate those images, if they are nude images, is there no law that covers that?
There absolutely is a law. It depends on the age of the child. If somebody's under the age of 18, it's child pornography, and even the girl who posts the pictures can be charged. And they could be registered sex offenders at the end of all of this. Even at 18, because it was sent to somebody underage, it's disseminating pornography to a minor. There are criminal charges that can be made here.
As painful as it is, Cynthia wants parents and students to know what happened so it doesn't happen again. Her only child is gone.
And she said, "I love you, Madre." I said, "I love you, baby. And I'll see you soon."
All she has now are the memories.
I'm not a sex offender. I mean, I'm registered and everything, but I don't truly believe it. This happened about a year and a half ago. I just got really upset with my girlfriend. About a month and a half after I turned 18, I decided that I would take the pictures that she had sent me, pictures she had taken of herself. I'd send them through to the people in her email. Got arrested a few days later, spent some time, including Halloween Day, in jail. After that, life just got really, really bad. You know, when I was younger, before any of this had happened, I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was just some cool thing my girlfriend was doing. But it wasn't, it wasn't at the time some horrible deviant act, which none of this is. It was just, you know, young kids doing something because they could. It was fun. It was interesting for them. I know that what I did was stupid, and it was unfair to the girl that I hurt. I'm sure that I embarrassed her and then I hurt her and I hurt her trust, and it wasn't anything that I should have done, but I don't think that 25 years of being a sex offender and 5 years of probation and the time that I spent in jail and the humiliation and the stress and everything that I've had to go through is fair. I was told I had to register as a sex offender. Got made fun of at school a lot. Didn't even go to my own graduation because I just couldn't face the people that had been making fun of me for months and months, people that had been my friends, including one of the teachers. I just couldn't. I just didn't want to be around them anymore. I don't look like a sex offender. I don't act like a sex offender. I don't do the things sex offenders do. I don't prey on young children. I don't hurt young children. I don't date anybody that's not 18 now that I'm over 18. I'm just not a sex offender. But according to the website, which has me placed next to rapists and people who've just horribly, horribly hurt young children, I am. I got kicked out of this college, which I loved. I am not able to get a job. It's very, very stressful. Neighbors come up to me, to my door, and just to meet with me to make sure that I'm not going to do harm to them or their children because they don't trust that there's a sex offender living in the neighborhood. There are very few colleges that'll take me as a sex offender. And as much as I've gained a lot of strength from it, it's not worth it. It's not worth the money that I've spent and the time that I've spent and the days that I've just been so miserable that I didn't know if I wanted to keep being alive. It's awful.
Allison Pereira starts each presentation like this.
Has your entire town seen you naked? Mine has.
When she was 16, Allison sent a topless photo of herself to her ex-boyfriend as a way to get back together. A day later, it went viral, and the constant bullying led her to attempted suicide.
When you have kids come up to you, say that you've saved their lives, then it makes it all worth it.
These innocent faces sitting on their mothers' laps will one day soon become immersed in social media and the pitfalls that can follow. Allison's crusade made a stop in East Haven, opening eyes to how cruel life can be after a simple push of a send button.
A lot of people just focus on the picture, but the main problem was the bullying. I don't think people realize how that lasts with you forever. I mean, I have scars from it.
Her biggest advice to parents and teens: open your eyes.
You need to have a zero tolerance policy on all forms of bullying. Look for the signs of a kid who is being bullied and get them help.
Because no child should have to stand in front of an audience of complete strangers and say this.
Has your entire town seen you naked? Mine has.
Respect yourself. Your most valuable attributes are your character, who you are, and your legacy, how you will be remembered.
A general rule to follow. If you would not want your mother to read the text or see the picture, then don't send it. Respect yourself.
You have the power to create the person you want to be each day. Remember that with every choice you make.
In high school, it's hard to think about the permanency of your decisions, I know. But everything you do now will affect your future, your feelings, your body, your trust in others. Some things you can never get back.
You only have one body. If you choose to let someone see it or touch it, you can never recover that. Your body is a gift that is not to be abused.
Be your own girl. It is vital as young women to stand on your own with confidence, honor your body and soul, and cherish your self-respect. Once you give it away, it's gone forever. Remember, you are valued and worthy.
String of lights